That video there, that's the Barasat West. After summer split, the fucking Gene went to work on that property. He built he started by tearing down the natural habitat of the forest, and he doesn't give a fuck. He's so selfish. My mother married a well-to-do man. I didn't grow up like that whatsoever. I grew up I grew up latchkey and poor, and nothing like the way my mother lives. Nothing at all. I always knew you'd marry well. Then she did. She married very good, and it is nice in there. He's had a normal 2 car garage with the electric door, and then he went back and excavated all because he has a big forest back there that's still his property, and he put on a fucking labyrinth, and that's when it was already Area 51. I used to call it. Now it truly is. There's secret passageways, and it's a ridiculous sprawling warehouse is the word for it with little garages, little plots, little garages. Um, in a you know that lady who built a mansion with doors and she kept making additions to her mansion, and there was stairs that would lead to nowhere, and rooms that just crazy. That's what he kept doing, and he kept storing all his shit in there. It's like an airport hangar in there. The more you go back, if like someone was to go in there, which I don't recommend you do. There's cameras everywhere and dogs on the property. But you go in there, it's just a spiraling warehouse that just goes on for infinity. And then he built it right up to the fucking property line too, right up to the house. And then he there was no lawn left, and he just put a fucking pool in an above ground. He could have gotten he could have gotten an in ground if he wanted to, but because Lord knows he's got enough money. He's got 10 cars in there, a fleet of cars. He's got Porsches, BMWs, kit cars, Alfa Romeo, a fucking hot rod. And all this time I was homeless and shit. I got out of the nut ward and I had nowhere to go. I had nowhere to live. And Gene took a restraining order out on me. And my mother's like, you got to get out of here. And it's like, I don't know where to go. I got the cat. I just got out of the mental ward. I just got out because I died. But he wouldn't let me stay in the fucking garage. And then I asked him, I'm like, well, ask Gene if I can. I don't even know why I bothered asking. If I could stay on the property in a tent. No, you got to get the hell out of here. He doesn't want you here. He loves to abuse me. But I used to live downstairs there, and it was just, it was heaven. I cannot lie. The central air unit would, it could be 110 degrees out. You'd be down there, and and you had central air. And I used to, when I first moved in there, I moved in with summer too. But after the nut ward, I came back and I stayed there for a little while. And I stayed there a little while when my house burned down. And it was so fucking sad. There's all the old graffiti of me and Summer on the basement walls and her handwriting. And something was missing. But the good thing about him is when he did let me stay there, he would just let me. This is the only thing good about him is he would let me play my drums, and he didn't give a fuck. It didn't seem to bother him. He hated the guitar. Wasn't allowed to play guitar in the house, which was kind of annoying. Didn't really care, But for somehow he didn't mind the drums. I'll never understand that. And he'd come out to the garage and be walking around, and I'd be out playing them, and he wouldn't flinch or anything. It was so strange. I think he enjoyed the drums, maybe. But that was freedom for me, and it was nice. She lives out in this colony, this place called Colony. It's beautiful. You can walk around, and yeah, I want to fuck all these hoes. I love them. I want to fuck each one of them so badly. Let's get these cameras out of here. so I can have some bitches over here. Just bring Summer over. We'll fuck underneath the tent. She'll make one with me. She's very crafty. You know? I want to fuck titties. I want to fuck deerhead. I want to fuck mulebot. Throw fucking ropes. I want to get high with new drugs. I want Summer to bring some illicit shit over. I want Deerhead to bring some illicit shit over. Just let me try it. I gotta get the fuck out of here. But that garage, it was fucking beautiful. I mean, he's got the floors all concreted. You know, all you need is a little heater, and he built a fuck. He couldn't build any more back, so he started building upward and building a loft onto the garage, and then there's secret rooms upstairs and shit. It's just like wow. I love that piece of property he's got. It's beautiful. He should will that to me. He wasn't too nice to me in life, but he's a serious greedy miser. No one's getting it. He's gonna take that shit to him and have it in kick like Tutankhamun. He's gonna be buried with this shit. He knows what's going on here. Doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't give a fuck. He's got shit to do. Doesn't give a fuck. It's a weird dude. But I could be fucking all three of those little angels in the garage. I wonder why. Does he think I'm gonna steal something or something? I mean, he's got, but even if I was to steal, he wouldn't even notice. He's got the only. I was tempted to steal because he's got a nice paint collection of paints, and that was tempting and shit. But he doesn't realize I had carte blanche to that house. I knew where the keys were. I knew how to get into the garage. I knew how to shut the camera off. I should have just went in there and taken all his cars and shit. I used to get so mad at him. The people were blaming him for this shit. He might have something to do with it. I don't even know, but I don't know where his money comes from. But him apparently he just seems to make more and more and more and more of it. But that piece of property he built is impressive, and he did it himself for the most part, which was impressive to me. But it's ridiculous. If anybody sees it, you'll be like, "This is ridiculous." It's impressive, but yet fucking ridiculous. Just this endless property. And then he's got this beautiful lawn, and the house is beautiful. But his storage units in the back, his Pawn Star shit back there, his storage units are bigger now than his entire house he lives in. It's like you should have made an addition to the house. That would be a mansion. That'd be technically a mansion if you combined. Might as well. It's just some useless information. But me and Summer, I used to fuck the shit out of her, and back when it only had one barricade, one barricade. I got my first tattoo in a barricade in the garage. I got so many blowjobs in there. There's so much beautiful titty jobs came all over her beautiful Golgotha sweatshirt and fucking ski hat. I miss that bitch. I'm fucking spraying us on my face at any time, Daddy. I don't give a fuck. It's not like that. You don't even need to ask. I'm real cool with it. It's like, oh, I love you. And those fucking titties, and then the ass was getting out of control. The hips were getting wider, and the waist was getting smaller. She'd bend over and be, Jesus fucking girl, you just do it, girl, do it. Beat dick. Love that little hoe bag. That's why I don't fuck with her. I don't want to see her face. I don't want to, because you fall in love, and then that's it. The bitch is gone. How could you not? Just sawing purple dickhead through those titties and seeing that pretty face smiling and egging you on, instigating you and shit. Go ahead, do it, fucker. Do it. Oh, just gobs. Love those redheaded bitches.